Christmas, my mom whispered, "No one wants your screaming baby here." My dad added, "You should have stayed home. It's better without you." I just said, "Then so is my money." They laughed like it was a joke, but after 3 weeks, their lives started to unravel. I knew Christmas would be rough, but I went anyway. Maybe showing up with a homemade pie and my son Eli in a reindeer onesie would soften something in them. The house was packed. My brother's SUV took my old spot. I carried Eli inside alone. No one came to help. The warmth hit me like a slap. My mom leaned over while I rocked Eli and whispered it real low, "No one wants your screaming baby here." My dad, eyes glued to the TV, added, "You should have stayed home. It's better without you." I stood there holding gifts I bought with my last $200. Candles for mom, a book for dad, toys for my nieces. I hadn't bought myself anything in months. Then I said it, quiet, like thinking out loud, "Then so is my money." They laughed. That dry little scoff they do. My brother mumbled, "Come on, it's Christmas." I left the pie on the counter and drove away. No one tried to stop me. The next morning I checked my phone. 3 messages from mom. One was a blurry dinner photo. Everyone smiling. Caption, "Nice evening. Hope you and the baby got rest." Second message, "Next year, just get a sitter. That way, everyone can enjoy themselves." Third, "Don't be so sensitive." I didn't answer. Instead, I opened my banking app. An automatic payment had gone through. $89.67 to Spectrum. My parents' internet bill. I'd been covering it for months. Then I saw more. $112 for their electric. $55 for dad's phone. $34.80 for water. Nearly $900 since September. Money I'd pulled from grocery funds, rent, diapers. I remembered eating dry cereal for 3 days last month. It wasn't disorganization. It was them. I canceled every auto pay, every saved card, every reminder. Then I texted the family group chat. "I won't be covering any bills going forward. Things are tight and I need to focus on Eli and myself." My brother gave a thumbs up. Mom left it on red for hours, then, "We'll figure it out. Thought you understood how family works." Dad sent a monologue about sacrifice, duty, how I was letting bitterness corrupt the holiday spirit. I didn't reply. 6 days of silence. Then my landlord called. My rent had been reversed. Someone logged into my account using my old laptop, the one dad borrowed. A client canceled our $600 project. Apparently I had declined a meeting, except I never got the invite. Then I found charges on an old credit card I'd added them to years ago. $212 in Kelly's name last Christmas. The Christmas I skipped because Eli had just been born. They'd been using me for over a year. They quietly pulled my life apart from behind the scenes. So I changed every password, closed my old bank account, moved everything to 2-step verification, replaced my SIM card, then I blocked them. All of them. 3 days later, relatives started messaging. "Your parents are worried sick. They don't understand what they did wrong." Then a client forwarded me an anonymous email. "Just a warning. The girl you hired has serious issues. Not stable. Be careful who you trust around children." I lost that client. My brother called from a new number. Mom and dad are researching grandparent visitation rights. They've talked to a lawyer. Then Eli's pediatrician called. Someone had tried to transfer his medical records to a clinic in another town. They had his details. Only my parents knew those. But something else happened. Quiet support started coming. An aunt in Georgia sent groceries. A note inside. "You're doing what I should have done. Keep going." Cousin's message, "I always notice things. You're not wrong." The relatives my parents expected to back them weren't jumping in anymore. 3 days after I cut the power, my brother called screaming, "What did you do? You're ruining their lives." I didn't respond, because they didn't fall apart because I attacked them. They fell apart because I left. Without me holding up the pieces, they didn't know how to function. Last week, Eli turned 6 months. I made cupcakes and sang to him alone. He grabbed at the frosting and smiled with his whole face. That night, Dad's final message came, "We're still your family. One day, you'll see that." I didn't reply, because family isn't the people who gave you a last name. It's the people who respect your boundaries without needing an explanation. Now when I see Eli sleeping, I feel something I didn't expect. Peace.